Check, 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 check. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Give me a second to set up my Instagram live. Shit. The chief is back. Happy New Year, guys. I'm so sorry. It's been a delay. Hello, everyone. Hello. The chief is back. The chief is back. I'm so sorry, guys. It's been a bit of a delay. I was supposed to do this on Friday. But sickness held your boy. But I'm back. Shout out to Flaco. Shout out to Yemi. Shout out to everyone joining the live. Instagram is gonna be short. I'm gonna move you guys over to YouTube. So if you're watching me on Instagram, join me on the YouTube live. If you're watching me on Instagram, join me. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Temi, shout out to you. Landry, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Flaco. Welcome to another episode of the Afrobeats News Update. Bro, can't let sickness hold me down, man. Fucking hell, bro. Like, everyone is catching the flu these days for some reason. I didn't get enough rest during the holidays like I was supposed to, so I think my body just experienced a bit of fatigue. I couldn't get up from bed for like 2 days. I even had to like cut my 9 to 5 on Friday. I had to leave work by like 2 o'clock. It was bad. But I'm back and we have a lot to talk about. Talking about Afro Nation being cancelled halfway because of not enough security today. I'm gonna talk about, hey, shout out to you, Camel, welcome. Talking about Burna Boy showing up for a show by 3 a.m. Talking about how Wizkid is back in our good books after he took back his statement on him doing his last show in Nigeria. We're talking about Seyi Vibez Mania. Also talking about that, and then we're talking about some other gist. We might talk about a bit of Nigerian politics. Nah, Burna Boy is a menace for that, man. If you're going for a Burna Boy concert, make sure to carry your helmet. But anyway, we're going to talk about all these things, react to new songs, react to new videos and more on the YouTube live. So join the YouTube live. I'm going to cut the Instagram live short. So join the YouTube live and make sure to participate in the chat. So thanks for everyone that joins the Instagram live. So I'll see you guys on YouTube. The link is on my story. Okay, back to you guys on YouTube. Wagwan, man, it's a Sunday night. How you guys doing? I'm waiting for a few people to join me at least. You know you're coming from Instagram. Anyway, wherever you guys join, we'll discuss it. But first thing we need to talk about is the Burna Boy issue. The Burna Boy late show fiasco. It's a madness still. It's a madness. So let's just see what going with that. Welcome to the chats. If you're joining, put something in the chat so I can see you. Let me know I can see you. Well, yeah, man. First thing we need to talk about Burna Boy, the #1 menace in Africa, the African giant. Alfred, why are you calling me? I'm on live. Alfred, I'm on live. Yeah. Anyway, the African giant. We talk about him first. So, obviously, I hope you guys can see. It was glad that the singer arrived at 3 a.m. You guys, I don't need to go into all of the news, but the basic thing is that fans came out for a show by 7 p.m. and he didn't get to the stage until around 3 a.m. in the morning. And this happened in Lagos, Nigeria, for Wonder X show. So before I go into give my takes on it, let me just read out some tweets from what happened. Let me just read out some tweets from what happened. Imagine what Burna Boy had to say, zero apologies. It was this video that actually got me, you know, like it was this video that actually got me.
Fuck you! Where is he?
So I tell you with you now.
Okay.
After I don't talk, say I keep person for Kubana. After I don't talk, say my mama dance for Bella. After I don't, no wala. I still love you now. Why I here? So if you like, don't love me. I'm not gonna punish you.
Can you imagine? Can't go away.
What you see when you look at me?
Fam, they even replied to Ngbalaja. Kamu, thanks for joining, man. Listen, Burna has killed me. He came out the whole day shift-lived, then cussed out the crowd. Legendary, you know, wahala. I mean, it was trying to say that you guys have been talking shit about him, but he still came out for you, for his own show. Burna Boy, so some other tweets from the show. Burna Boy to white people, Africans are suffering. Dance to my music, brand me a reformer and reward me financially. Burna Boy to the suffering Africans, God punish you now. So, okay, same video. I think I had some more tweets on it. Okay. Anyway, before we go into more tweets, let me just give my take on it sharply. The God position is my new favorite phrase. Bam! Come on, you're wilding in the chat. But, like, let me just give my quick take on it. And so the situation was very funny because, like, Burna Boy then came out the next day and released the statement saying, like, it was out of his control. So he had three options. In fact, I'll show you guys the statement quickly, but this is the trend. Like, this is the same trend of our Nigerian artists in terms of, like, disrespecting Nigerians. It has been happening for a long time. Africans disrespecting Africans, basically. It has been happening for a long time. So it's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time. But this one was just so blatant. Like, usually when artists do it, they're always like quoting it, or their statement to quote it, or like nobody has ever done it in such a African giant form like this. I don't know if any of you saw the video of him kicking someone during the performances, but I think what blew my mind the most about the whole thing was that even after all the disrespect, even after making people wait till 3 a.m., people still stayed, number one, and people were still vibing, number two, which brings me to what this guy said. I think this guy had the best take on this thing. I can't give too much take on it because of this guy. this particular guy in this video, he gave his best take on this thing.
All of a party, yeah, those one. When we say government they treat person badly, musician safety they treat person anyhow. See as they match people head for stage. All of a party, yeah, Jenny Burna boy. See as they match people head for stage, still they tell them anyhow. Ogun won't kill you ni. I mean which kind of level we all those one like this now? People pay for tickets, still on the museum on them. So yeah, we any. What's in the smoke? Go on, what's in the smoke? We self with the smoke, what's in the smoke? Go on, punish your money. If people use their money buy tickets, they come your show. Since 7, still can't come around 3 a.m. Still can't tell them rubbish. Still can't match people head for show. All of my party here, Jenny. She David fit do that kind of rubbish ni. David no fit do that kind of rubbish.
Can Davido do that kind of rubbish?
Almost just go make save the cheat person. You musician, we not be way they support you. All of it, without we fans, you know if you be anything. I know be your fans self, but all of my party here, Jenny. Hey, so anybody will stream your song again.
My guy is really angry.
Which guy have you no seen those one?
So for my non-Nigerian audiences, it's basically saying that it's basically insulting Burna Boy in Yoruba. It's basically telling him God will punish him and things like that for disrespecting the fan base and stuff like that. And it's basically saying it's because of the fans that you guys are who you are. So like, why the disrespect? Like, government is disrespecting us and artists that we love to come and start disrespecting us. So like, it's too much for Nigerians to be, and I can feel his pain, you know, and I can understand. But he also went at the fans too, like you fans that were staying there. I missed that rubbish. Like I missed it all. Like are you guys sick in the head? Like why would you wait till 3 a.m. for someone to come out and then that person comes out, insults you, he said if I'm not just insult, he says God will punish you for waiting for him, and then you still stay, you know. So like, so I think, and he touched on that too, which is I can't lie, I'm guilty of this too. Back in I can't remember the year, I was still in Nigeria, but we're waiting for Wizkid for a long time. Wizkid ended up coming around 4 a.m. But it wasn't like there was no performances. There was a lot of artists that came out. There was a lot of artists that came out before Wizkid came out. I think David came on that night, Two-Face came on that night. But Wizkid, which was why everyone came out for, did not come out till around 4-5 a.m. And I think there were like 2 1-hour delays, just the stage being empty. We're just waiting for Wizkid, and people were leaving, people were frustrated, people were angry. But I ended up waiting till 5 a.m. and then Wizkid came and then performed for like 20 minutes, and then I was like, wow. Like, wow. Like, there's work in the morning, that kind of thing. Do you mean tomorrow morning, or do you mean like for the Burna show? So it's like it happens. Like I've done it before. I've been That's still a bug. Why would you wait? But it's fun love, you know. Like when you are in that chance of like you love a fan too much, you love an artist too much, and then you're like, ah, my goodness, I want to see him. Like if I don't see, and one thing especially that kills is the FOMO, like the fear of missing out. The fact that, if you should go now, if I go now, that's when he will now come out. That kind of thing. So everyone is playing that what I call it, rat race, or like nobody wants to be the one that lost. Nobody wants to be the one that went, and then because they went, or not because they went, but after they went is when Wizkid now came out, or is when Burna now came out, which is the problem. So it's more like a social conformity type of thing, that kind of thing. But yeah, man, it happens, and like the advice to fans would be to stop tolerating this shit. But like it's easy to say, but for hardcore fans, fan literally means fanatic. So fans will literally do anything for people they love. So it's a very toxic relationship between fans and artists. So, but obviously as artists need to do better. I'm trying to get the Burna Boy statement where he said, the Burna Boy statement where he said, trying to bring it out. The statement where he said, explained what happened. I had it somewhere before. Okay. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Basically, it said Lagos, I love you, but I can't do this again. The organizational structure and infrastructure is not there for the complexities of my audio and production needs. Sure. Let's be clear, I wasn't late, my band wasn't late. We pride ourselves on being highly professional, especially with our craft. There are 3 options available to me. Wait for audio to be fixed and delay the show. Come out at 11 p.m. as planned, with no sound or call breach of contract and pull the plug. Blah, 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 blah. So he said there were 3 options available to me. Wait for the audio to be fixed and delay the show. Come out at 11 p.m. as planned with no sound. Or call breach of contract and pull the plug. Okay. So out of these 3 options, which one do you think is the best? Either you wait for the audio to be fixed, which is what he ended up doing. He waited for the audio to be fixed and delayed the show till 3 a.m., which is what he ended up doing. You come out at 11 p.m. to bad quality. That one is a no-no for the artist. We know no artist is going to do that, especially someone of Burna Boy standard. Or to call breach of contract. Personally, I think there's an option that he's not talking about. I think the option of coming out at that 11 p.m. explaining to the fans what is happening. Oh shit, the sound is bad. I can't perform like this. We might have to wait a bit. Then constantly reassuring the fans that, see, I'm around, but the sound is terrible. You get? And then if a situation where it's taking too long, postponing the show, I think that's an option that I did not talk about at all. So obviously it fucked up. Burna Boy fucked up. Come on, not everyone has your level of Lego skills. Shout out to Camo, man. Not everyone has your level of legwork skills, fam. Burna Boy is good, but I don't think he's at your level. That I can just entertain fans with just his legs. But yeah, man, like so basically he now ended up saying in this statement that I apologize to my fans for how hectic it was. Thank you for staying and wedging the storm with me. I commend my band, The Outsiders, for making the lemonade work. Okay, sorry, I skipped a part. He said, I know I can't go all the way and neglect my own people, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. I'm gathering the troops to work on building world-class infrastructure in the Nigerian entertainment business. Investors and stakeholders interested, please hit me up. We need to make some changes. Which is a good point, that he wants to... Which is a good point, that he wants to build his own facilities whereby the sounds will always be working. And it sounds good in theory, but bro, Burna, like, if you build those concepts, like those if let's say you manage to pull the capital to build something like that in Nigeria, how are you going to maintain it? That's number one. Number two, are we going to, I know Nigeria has a lot of artists, but how many artists can sell out big arenas? That kind of thing. So will you be making profit on that? And if you don't have profit, how will you be able to maintain it? So all these questions are there, that because in Africa we don't have a problem with building facilities. Our problem is maintenance. So that's the issue we have. So like, I like this your fairy tale of like wanting to build world-class facilities, but bruv, it's not looking good, bruv. But yeah, like Nigerian promoters, Nigerian operators, we need to improve. Same thing that happened with Ashake's show here in London, that we lost people, they lost lives. Apparently the promoters did not provide for enough security. Which leads us to our next topic, Afro Nation. Afro Nation got cancelled in Ghana halfway because of the fact that a lot of people crowded the venue on day 2. A lot of people crowded the venue. It was sold out. And a lot of people crowded the venue. And because there are so many people that crowded the venue, and a lot of these people in Ghana did not have tickets, but they just came to the venue and they did not have tickets, which is very funny. So they crowded the venue and they did not have tickets. And concurrently, there was not enough security for the crowd. So they had to cancel the show halfway. So people paid over £100 for Afro Nation, and they only saw half of the artists on that particular day, which is obviously a slap on the face to the organizers, because why would you do a show like that and not provide for enough security? So that was a big problem. So this is the trend that we are seeing over and over and over and over and over again repeat itself. Promoters, show venue organizers not organizing enough security or not organizing sound. Come on, it's embarrassing how the people have realized how easy it is to just show up and go into Afro-based events like Afro Nation and Ashake concert. Exactly, like people are not bad. Don't get, people are not bad, but if people see an advantage, if people see that they can take advantage of something, if people see that, wow, I don't need to get a ticket, I can just go and I have a chance of entering. I won't lie, I've thought of doing the same thing before in the past. I won't lie, I'll snitch on myself right now and say the truth. I went for Palm Wine concert. And I'm not trying to throw shade at Palm Wine. I'm not trying to throw shade at Show Them Camp. I love them so much. But I went for Palm Wine concert in London. I showed them my ticket at the entrance. And they were like, go. The next person that came after me, they asked, do you have a ticket? They said yes. And they were like, go. I'm like, what do you mean by do you have a ticket? So I could have just said yes and I could have gone. So these are the issues. Like when I see that happening, I'm like, why would I spend the money to buy tickets if there's a chance that if I go there I could get in for free? And yeah, you're right, Camu. This is happening majorly at Afro-based events like Afro Nation and Ashake's concert. Like it's only at our events that this kind of, you cannot try this with a Justin Bieber concert. Go for a Justin Bieber concert without tickets, or go for a Justin Bieber is even a bit soft. Go for a trying to think of an artist that you likely get brushed if you go there. Ed Sheeran, thank you. Go for an Ed Sheeran concert and without tickets. Or go for a Travis concert. Thank you very much, Rashid. Go for a Travis concert without ticket and you see what will happen to you at the door. Like you see what will happen to you at the door. Beyonce ticket, thank you. Like this needs to happen. Like I know promoters don't want to spend that extra money to provide security and stuff. Like promoters are trying to reduce money they spend on those level of securities, but this money has to be spent. You guys are making enough money, especially artists. Like if you need to reduce your fees or contribute from your fees towards security, then do that instead of like exactly like see Ashake's concert now. 2 people have been confirmed that died. I talked about this in the last stream. 2 people have been confirmed that died. 4 people injured. Sorry, 4 people were hospitalized. Out of the 4 of them, 2 people died just because we didn't have enough security. So obviously this is something that needs to be fixed fast. So Burna boy, obviously too, you need to do better. You can't be talking to your fans like that, and that statement is not enough. Like communicate with fans. Like if you know that you truly came to the venue on time, there's not, you're not too big that you can't come out and give us a statement that see guys, and credit to him, he did it at Afro Nation. He did it at Afro Nation Portugal. He came out on stage and said this sound is bullshit. Exactly, where is the proof? Come on, where is the fucking proof? So it is what it is at the end of the day. Like it is what it is. So moving on anyway to our next topic. He could have done a live stream. I don't think he has a setup for live stream. But yeah, man, he could have done a live stream actually from backstage. There are so many ways he could have handled this shit, fam. So many ways that makes more sense than coming out at 3 a.m. and kicking people's heads. There are so many ways that Burna boy could have done it. That coming out and kicking people's heads. There's so many ways that could have done it. So no excuses. But are we gonna cancel Burna boy? No, his music is too sweet. Are we gonna cancel any of these artists? No. If they release banger, we're still gonna sing. Like the people that were in that concert, when he said, "Tell me what you see when you look at me," everybody forgot about what happened. So like, it's a toxic relationship between us and the fans, and I think it's two-way. Us as fans, we need to have more standards. Us as fans, we need to like see the Ashake issue, for example. Ashake used the venue of 2K capacity. Ashake used the venue of 2K capacity in London for his first show, O2 Brixton. And I was like, Ashake, you've been #1 show of the year. This is your first time in London, and you're using a venue of 2K capacity. How does that make any sense? Fine. He sold out the venue immediately. He put the sold out. Wow. Sold out. Instead of them to use a bigger venue to sell out another show, they're like, oh, sold out. We're going to wanted to do like Wizkid, O2 sold out the same venue 3 days in a row. He now used the same 2K capacity venue. Ashake, you have been #1 show of the year. First Nigerian artist to enter British top 20 charts. The UK charts. First Nigerian artist. You're using a 2K venue. Instead of you to use a bigger venue, you use the same venue the next day. You did sold out 3 times in a row. You used it for a second date. You use the same venue for a third date. A 2K capacity venue. O2 Brixton. Or 2K, 3K, around that amount. I've forgotten the exact size, but it's a very small venue. And you're Ashake. You could not use the one at Wembley, the Wembley venue that is around 5K capacity that Fireboy used. You couldn't use that. You just want to sell out. Exactly. You just want to put sell out. I sold out my venue. Immediately I saw that. He kept on. I didn't buy a ticket because I was like, the venue is too small. Imagine Wizkid using a 5K venue. It's too small. Like, people would buy, people would resell, people would sell fake. That is obvious. But when you have a big venue, it can take in all of that. But no, you want to put that you sold out. Ashake can sell out a 15K venue at this point in the UK. He can. So I didn't go for the concerts. I didn't go for any of the concerts because I knew what was going to happen. I mean, I RIP to the lives, but I didn't know it was going to reach the extent of people losing their lives. But I knew it was going to be cramped. I knew it was going to be a bad experience. And I checked people that went all 3 days. Even discount the third day that they had to cut the venue short, cut the performance short. But I checked people that went on the first and the second day. Everybody complained. Everybody complained. Can we say because all the other Afro concerts in UK before him didn't sell out? Rema Fireboy. I mean, Fireboy didn't sell out his concert, but he used a big venue and the show was very good. You don't have to always put sell out. Like, fine, you sold out the 2K venue, but somebody did not sell out a 5K body, but it sold almost 4,000. Even monetary wise, it makes more sense. You make more money. You don't have to always sell out. Is not always the goal, but safety of there's so many things to consider, especially as promoters. So I don't know how this. But to be fair to Ashake, he's not the one that comes up makes these decisions. It's the promoters that choose the venue and things like that. But fam, as a promoter, why don't you want to even make more money? So yeah, but I get it. The amounts to pay, the down payments to make for these bigger venues are larger. So they're trying to say it all comes back to saving costs, and it comes back to the lack of capital that Africans don't have. So it's a very complicated issue. But still, man, like the grade is too much. Moving on to slightly better to lighter news. Wizkid. We bashed Wizkid previously in previous shows, and because of some statements that he made. We bashed him because of some statements that we made. And to my credit, most of the bashing was from my friend Kennedy that I brought on for a debate about the same issue. But we bashed him because he said he's not going to perform in Lagos again. In fact, he used the words last show in Lagos. And then we took it as a jab that he was not going to perform in Lagos again because of the same issues of bad infrastructure, bad audio, and things like that. We thought that was what he was saying so he posted something on his Snapchat that was like last show in Lagos. And then my friend Kennedy bashed him, and I fell for the heat. I joined in the bashing, unfortunately. But to my credit, I said that we should wait and see, that Wizkid might be up to something. And then Wizkid proved me right, kind of. Even though I didn't support him all the way, even though I lost faith, but he proved me right. Because he clarified his statement. In the same show that I was talking about. So he said, this was. So he changed it. He said, instead of this is the last show, he said this is the last time you are ever going to pay to come and see a Wizkid show in Lagos. So this was his exact statement.
Let me tell you something. When I said this is going to be my last show in Lagos, right? What I really meant, when I talk that one, you see, right? When I say I have to start finishing all my sentence when I start now because when it is me every day.
Man said I'm misquoting him. You are the one that said it. You are the one that didn't give us enough information.
What I really meant was, with the kind of love that you guys show me, it is very unfair for me to do shows around the world and come back and still make you guys pay to watch me perform. So, I want to make a promise tonight. This is the last time you're ever going to pay to come to me.
Come on, Starboy. So in case you didn't catch that before I start jubilating, Wizkid just said it's the last time. Wizkid just said it's the last time anybody's gonna pay to see him perform in Lagos. So he corrected the statement that was last show in Lagos. We thought he was not going to perform in Lagos again, but he was actually saying no one's gonna pay to come and see him in Lagos because that's his hometown. He's made in Lagos. And yeah, Rashid is goated for that. He's goated for that statement, man. It's what we love to see from our artists, fam. It's what we love to see. And I blame, to be fair, I bashed him that time. I jumped to conclusion. Everybody jumped to conclusion. He led us on, and that's the beauty of Wizkid. He knows how to stir reactions. So, but if truly indeed, because we need to wait and see. Actually, it's not just by mouth, because we're talking a whole lot of logistics here that will have to go into this happening. Like in terms of paying for the venue, will have to come out of pocket, the security, all these things. We will have to pay for it. But there's a simple way for it anyway. There's a simple way for it in terms of like just getting brands to come and sponsor it and stuff like that. That's a simple way. I mean, Wizkid is that big of a brand. But still, man, it is going to be fucking amazing if this happens. Watch everyone from around the world coming to Lagos for this. Trust! Because the energy, imagine the energy in those concerts, fam. Imagine the fucking energy in those concerts. But my only issue with how are they going to be able to control the crowd? Because money is, let's not forget, money is a way to restrict crowds. So I wonder the size. Maybe we'll have to use stadiums, Nigerian stadiums for this and things like open fields. But like, I wonder how they will be able to control the crowd, because it's basically free, so everyone can enter. So I wonder how they will be able to. Maybe he will do something like what he did in for his Apple Music show in London. In terms of like scan. Yeah, balloting tickets. That's what I was going to talk about, Rashid. So he did it for his Apple Music show in London. In terms of, he posted a link, and if you clicked on that link on time, so that was probably what. So I'm thinking that was probably what gave him the idea for this, actually, because it went well. And I thought it was a scam, because when he posted the link, and it was like, click this link to come and see my new album. And I was like, that's too good to be true. And lo and behold, on a fucking Tuesday night in Camden, he did a free show hosted by Apple Music. So it's gonna be crazy, fam. It's gonna be crazy to actually see him pull it off. But I'm excited. I'm fucking excited. I'm fucking excited for this. Oh yeah, man. Let me know your thoughts. So now Wizkid is back in our good graces, unlike Burna Boy. I want to see how Burna Boy will come back from this. But trust, I think with the internet, everybody's just going to forget. That's what I'm thinking. Everybody's just going to forget. So, what else? Another news. Who has heard of the new artist Seyi Vibez? Who has heard of the new artist Seyi Vibez? Rashid, you can say the internet never forgets, bro, but bro, we've forgotten a lot of things. We've forgotten a lot of things. We've forgiven a lot of artists. Like, I can see a Seyi Vibez fan in the chat. What are you guys thinking about the Seyi Vibez Mania? Like, what are you guys thinking about Seyi Vibez Mania? Like, I'm really curious, because I can't lie, I've only heard a few of his songs, and I want to react to some on stream now. I've only heard a few of his songs. I want to react to some on stream now. But what are you guys thinking? Do you guys like Seyi Vibez? Do you guys think Seyi Vibez is good? Because we haven't heard Seyi Vibez. So they're comparing him to Ashake. That was the first time I heard of Seyi Vibez. Was someone on Twitter comparing him to Ashake, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy, and why are they comparing him to Ashake? So apparently he has broken a record, which I want to show you on Apple Music Nigeria. He has broken a record as the first Nigerian act to have 3 projects go #1 in less than 3 months. Which is fucking crazy. 3 projects. He released 3 albums, although they're short albums, 5 songs each, I think, roughly. But 3 of them now have gone #1 in less than 3 months, which is crazy, which is absurd. It's absolutely absurd. And they're comparing him to Ashake. But I can't lie, when I heard them, especially when I heard him for the very first time, I did not like him. I did not like him at all. I thought it was very noisy. Come on, don't worry. I'm gonna react to one of his songs. Just stick around. I'm gonna react to one of his songs now for you, so that you see him. And he copies a lot of Ashake's style. I'll just keep it at that. Not everything, but a bit of his style. And people are having back and forth, like saying Seyi Vibez came before Ashake, so you cannot be copying him. Bro, the Seyi Vibez before and now is not the same thing. You can clearly see that Ashake has influenced him a bit. So to say that he's not comparing Ashake at all will be fake news. But yeah, they have similar cadence, my point. He copies Ashake a bit. And then he does that thing of, like, he has done it twice now. That thing of pre-releasing the song, then recording yourself and vibing to the song, and then releasing the song. He has done it. So, in fact, let me play the particular. Let me play.
I thank my creator. When you follow me, show me job.
So you can see right from the bat, he's already like This is basically what Ashake does, basically. Like, this is basically what Ashake does, so...
Elenu Rezo, fat ass temptation. Tag me on your IG story. She underscore vibes with a motion. Fawa Jaga, Abuga, Osaka, London, Kadoga, Yamodia, Yalati. Pension standard. She is Irari, Mokatira, me, imagine Jami, Jami,
bro, even the grills, bro. Even the fucking grills. Like, even the fucking grills. Like, the hair, the grills. Like, come on, man. Like, come on.
I say, we can Johnny go out. We just have fun. How can we get it on? When I show no refund, can I have it on?
Like, come on, it's and the puffy jackets, don't forget the puffy jackets, man. Like, if the formula works. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, is this even legal? Like, is this legal, guys? So, anyway, everyone is just talking about, I'm seeing him every fucking where. And I won't lie, I like some of the songs. Like, the Chance song, I can't lie, I like the song. We're gonna listen to watch the video for that now. I can't lie, the Chance song is not bad. Some parts are weird, and so, his flow can be very too much for me. Like, his flow can be all over the place for me personally. But sometimes, like, some moments, I like I don't know if you've heard Bank of America song. I like that song too. And I think there's one other one I like. But let's check out the Chance song, and let me see what you guys are thinking. Let me see what you guys are thinking about him. I'll check out Chance and maybe $1 Billion Baby. So this is Chance by Seyi Vibez. Naham. Chance Naham by Seyi Vibez. Like, come on, look at this. Like look at this. Like, just look at this. Come on, what are you doing? Even the way Ashake smiles, fam. Even the, and yeah, I checked and BB Baby 2 is nice. IG story. Yeah, please recommend the songs that are nice, because I've not gotten around to listening to his project. So I'm really curious on whether this guy is good or not. Is he worth the hype or not? And I'm really curious about it. For me, I don't think he has been worth the hype, but I've not listened to enough songs. Like I said, I like Bank of America and I like this song. But just look at this post. Like, this is basically Ashake's post. This was Ashake's post in was it Loaded or something? Like, this was Ashake's post. Like, come on.
All my sexy ladies make them dance. Oh, I dance to my music. Anima sound low more. Puff pass, I say come on, dear. A patewa tariwo for more. Ira umboje ma de comfort. Daddy Joe ama jashaba. Nene no plaza. Amo Cameroon mo dwe ni matakalas. Isaja. Nah. Pick one, pick two, check.
I mean, so far not bad. Like, so far, like, I don't get what's happening in the video. I can't lie. Like, I don't understand what's happening in the video. But it's the same. Shake is definitely Ghost Rider. It's the same TG Omori concept of like spooky stuff happening in the background. That's, yeah, man. And TG Omori, I have a gripe to pick with TG Omori in a bit, but I'll address that later.
No handicap, we up. When them a slip up, me a day up. Baba Shiri, I'm a little like by Olamide Badu and 100,000
no people.
You can see me, kilo day, Oluwe my way. Follow no the road, but you hold your teeth first.
Okay, this is the part I like. This is why everybody likes, I think. Hey.
All my sexy ladies make them dance. Oh yeah, dance to my music.
I mean, better than Ashake though. Guys, better than Ashake, bro. Is this better than Ashake? Like, or is this even close to being as good as Ashake? And this is the song everybody has vibed. This song Wizkid was vibing to. This song Burna Boy was vibing to in the video. Like this is what everybody has been vibing to. But better than Ashake? I don't think so. I think this first. Come on, be honest, please. I want to know because I think I'm going mad because like everyone is saying this guy is good, and I'm like, yeah, he has his moments. He sounds like Ashake on the songs he has that don't blow up. What did you say?
Bombocat.
It sounds like Ashake on the songs he has that don't blow up. I can't wait. You're wild for that, man. You're fucking wild for that. But I don't think Ashake has a song that has not blown up. I don't think Ashake has. I don't know. I don't know any Ashake songs that I don't like. Or that. Most of Ashake songs blow up. But I won't even give Seyi Vibez that. To be honest, I won't give Seyi. But come on.
Wrong.
You're wrong for that. You're wrong for that. You're very, very wrong for that. You're very, very wrong for that. I should go and check Ashake in 2019. Well, okay, I'm not using old Ashake to judge. I'm not using old Ashake to judge. And yeah, and Ashake before was more like was more of a slow type singer. Like Ashake just came up with this sound, this particular sound that's blowing up this last year. So I won't judge Ashake for that. He gets, but like I can let's maybe we should try, let's check. Let me try another song. Let's try another song, guys. Let's try another song. Let's give him one or two more tries, yeah, and then we'll come to our verdict. Rashid, which song do you say I should check out? Which song should I check out? $1 Billion Baby, or should I check out $1 Billion? Should I check out Bullion Van? Because there are two videos here for that. Olamide returned Ashake. Fact, maybe Olamide might need to return Seyi Vibez because at the moment I'm not feeling him and everybody's talking about it as if it's the second coming of Wizkid. Okay, Bullion Van. I've not heard this one, but I've heard good things.
I'm emotionally stressed. I'm emotionally downcast. I am so confused.
I like the sample they used at the beginning. I like the sample. Emotionally downcast. It's a funny ass sample. Okay. Why is the video resolution like this? It's weird. Like half screen video. I don't get it. Nah, sampling for Lakuti. I see you. And I don't know, I'm not a Yoruba guy, so I cannot really translate the lyrics, but like fluently. But Ashake's lyrics, like when I translate them loosely, they make sense to me. So why is he always at war in the videos? I don't know why he's always fighting. But like Ashake's lyrics, when I translate Ashake's lyrics loosely, even though I'm not a Yoruba guy, like Yoruba is a bit flaky. But when I translate, and Ashake mixes enough English that I can translate and like I can see that the bars make sense and the bars are flowing. But Seyi Vibez bars they're just all over the place. Like I can't really get the consistent theme of what he's talking about. Even with but like Rashid, Yoruba, maybe you can tell me is it dropping bars actually? Like, do you think that his lines are flowing? Because for me, I can't tell. Like, it doesn't seem like his lines are flowing to me. Okay. So wait. I'm trying to understand what happened in the video. They just wait because this guy is bleeding now, and I don't know if YouTube will even ban me for this. Well, so they stole his. What's the bar there? I don't get the bar. Like, what's the bar like? I can see somebody bleeding. There are too many things happening. Did they go and steal money? Yeah, they stole money. The money you spent, can you make it? Okay, I'll give him that. I don't have strength. Bro, no. You need to come back to that. I'm sorry, I'm not letting that go. I know he said it in Yoruba, but like it has to make sense now. It has to make sense. Like even a bit, it's not. The chorus is a bit catchy. The chorus is a bit catchy, but the verses, yeah, like the verses again, not doing it for me. But let me play a song I actually like because this song is already boring me. But let me play a song I actually like. I actually like this song. This is the only one I like from him. I like this song. I don't know why. I don't know why I like it. Again, because and he has catchy choruses, which is the good thing so far I've noticed about him. He has catchy so his verses for me. His verses for me they're not flowing. And maybe it might be dropping. This song I actually like. This one I actually like. I don't know why. The chorus. What's the tendency? Show me your sign, Lord of Genesis. Yeah, this one. Not on my energy. Tell me what you guys think. Come on. What are you thinking about Seyi Vibez so far? At least I'm getting ginger from this one. Like you get Bank of America loading. So this is the only one I'm feeling so far. If you can do more like this, I won't mind. Like this is more. I can vibe to this. Like I know what this is. Like the other ones, like he's rapping for. I don't even know what to call it rap. But he's rapping for a bit, then he's singing for a bit, then he's rapping for a bit, and it's just all over the place. But this one was more consistent, and I think because I've heard of Seyi Vibez back in the day. I know he has been around it for a while. But like I think this is more of the sound I associated with him, not what I'm saying, hearing from. But you know what? I'll give all of his songs more listens, and I'll come out with my full verdict on him next week. I'll need to summon the strength to get through his 3 projects that he has released, and I'll look up translations for the bars that I don't catch, and then I'll give my final verdict on him next week. So come back next week and I'll give my final verdict on him. But yeah, so far I can't lie. So far it's not doing it for me. So I don't get the hype. It's good. Come on, yeah, he's got potential. Like, but the way people are talking about him as if he's the next coming of Ashake, or some people are even saying he's better than Ashake, which is I'm like Like I saw a tweet from our regular guy. If you're Nigerian, you should know this guy. This guy with the big nose on Twitter. I was talking about Seyi Vibez and Ashake. Let me just search it and see if I can find it. Yes, from Daniel Riga. I don't know who knows Daniel Riga on Twitter. Like he always has the hottest sticks for Nigerian musicians. But it was like Seyi Vibez has been an underground artist for a long time. Comparing him to an upcomer like Ashake and others is beyond insulting.
Bombocat.
Comparing it to an upcomer like Ashake is beyond insulting.
Wrong.
Talents aside, everyone knows that Ashake gained stardom thanks to Olamide's influence in the industry. Fine. But Seyi was mostly self-reliant, no offense, which I would give it to him. I think Seyi Vibez is still independent at this point, and for him to break this record that he's breaking is crazy. And I've also seen him in his concert performances. People go crazy, like especially like people from the street and stuff. So, but
Halfway.
Ashake, comparing to Ashake is just doing too much. Comparing is just doing too much. Like the record Ashake's broke is too much for this level of disrespect. So yeah, man, I think that was most of what I wanted to catch up on today. I wanted to talk briefly on Peter Obi being endorsed by OBJ, but maybe I'll set up a whole political stream for that. For the new releases, Zeno's new album. Who's feeling that? Give me your thoughts on Zeno's new album. And if you've heard the Seyi Vibez new album Memory Card, let me know. Give me your thoughts on that in the comment section. What else did I want to get into? I wanted to react to the new Kiss Daniel Rich Till I Die. Till I Die's video. But should I check that out quickly? Zeno's album is going places. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling Zeno's album like that. Rashid, I think we just disagree on some of these things. Like Zeno's album, I expected better, man. Zeno was my guy. Zeno's album got featured on Billboard. That's a lie. Let me check it. Let me check that out. I'll need to confirm that. Fake news.
Wrong.
Fake news. I need to check that out. Zeno's album featured on Billboard. Wow. Great and Lost makes debut on Billboard charts. Wow. Oniyide Aziz. I didn't even know that was his name. 6 songs from Zinoleski's album debuted and reached high points on the Billboard. And that's the Billboard US Afrobeats charts. I don't really consider that Billboard. Yes, that's the Billboard chart mates for Afrobeats. I don't really consider that. But number 13 on the Billboard World Albums is crazy. I like Personal. I like Yanya. But I was not feeling any of the other songs. I didn't like the song with Area Star. I didn't like the Odinaka song. Was it the Odinaka song I didn't like? Like I expected better from a lot of the songs on the chart. But debuting on Billboard World Albums chart is crazy, fam. Only like 5 Nigerians have done that now. Wizkid, Burna. Not even debut. I don't think none of them debuted. Like only like 3 or 4. Ashake has debuted. Wizkid has debuted. Burna has debuted. And now Zeno. Wow. Wow, let's keep everything on Grit and Lost. And I wasn't feeling the album, I can't lie, I wasn't feeling it. I need to give it a couple more listens then. But this is what I'm talking, and this might be confirmation bias because I was discussing this with my friend Kennedy. Like, if you have to listen to a song over and over again for it to make sense, say let the album cook. If you have to listen to a song over and over again for it to make sense, was that song really good, or did you just repeat it until you started liking it? So was the song really good, or did you repeat it until you started liking it? That's the question that we need to answer. So, but this is wow, Zeno, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I like Personal song though. I like that Personal. Personal is gonna go places. But Love That Meaning, I liked it from the first listen, fam. Rashid, I liked Love That Meaning from the first listen. Like, so you're telling me you have to listen to different sides twice to like it, or Last, or Whiskey. Ah, come on, man. Love That Meaning was good. Love That Meaning was good, but let's let Dino's album cook. I'll give it another listen. I've listened to it twice now. I wasn't feeling it, but I'll give it another listen. I'll give it another listen. But Zeno, I love Zeno a lot. So maybe it's just having high expectations. But I wasn't feeling it. I have a back on this album P. Like, I did a poll yesterday on my Instagram. And this poll shocked me, apparently. This poll, and I'm gonna share the poll with you now. But it shocked me a lot. I did a poll on my back to this same I did a poll, I don't know if you guys can see. But I did a poll, Wizkid Made in Lagos versus his new album More Love Less Ego. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me drag my head out of here so that you guys can see. So you can see the results of the poll I did. Made in Lagos versus More Love Less Ego. This was a poll of 50 votes. 50 votes. And 95% still went with Made in Lagos. 1 month after More Love Less Ego is out. And obviously, I'm not trying to say More Love Less. I didn't put the poll because it was not just okay ask the question, but they asked the question while I was debating someone about the album. Someone was telling me More Love Less Ego is trash. And this person used the point of that. And I was like, see, I've been vibing to More Love Less Ego and I'm liking the album. Then the person accused me of being a Wizkid stan and that I'll listen to whatever Wizkid puts out and stuff like that, and all sorts of accusation and stuff like that. But me, I believe the album is good, and I believe it's different from Made in Lagos. I believe it's the same quality as Made in Lagos, but it's a different vibe. And I believe this album is going to do mad numbers. Like, there's a lot of songs I didn't like at first. Sip and Slide, I love that song now. Deep, Flower Pads, I love those songs now. When I first listened to the album, my reactions are still on the channel. Wow was one of my favorites. I discovered Frames like 4 days after the album, but Frames was my favorite for a long time. But now, like, the whole body of work is just making sense to me. And I thought maybe at some point people would have started feeling it as much as I feel, which is why I put this poll out there. But it is still very lopsided. Like, everybody is still Made in Lagos. And I'm going to ask, who here is still really, let's be real, who here is actually still listening to Made in Lagos? I've not listened to Made in Lagos. Like, I can't go through that album again. Like, all the songs are overplayed to me. So the fact that people are still going 95% to 5%, that's only 5 people out of 50 chose More Love Less Ego, is kind of mad to me. It's kind of like, is the album going to be a flop? Is what I'm thinking. Is this album actually going to be a flop? Is it going to be another repeat of sounds from the other side? But time will tell. I think this album is going to be a slow burn and it's going to do numbers. Kam, what do you think about the album? Rashid, what do you think about the new album? Do you guys like the new album? The new Wizkid album? Let me know in the chat. And yeah, So I just wanted to air some of those things out. I'm not going to be bringing anybody for the debate. First live stream of the year. Sickness was trying to hold your boy down, but it couldn't. Exactly. I think it won't do as well as MIL, but Wizkid doesn't make these albums without reason, so we can only wait. Trust the process, and that's what I think too. Like trust the process. Like this album is going to do numbers, and I've seen the reason. Why I know the reason this album was made. This album is a different vibe. This album is a very, very different vibe. And once people are awake to this album, once this next year summer comes, then we would catch up. But people have not yet caught up. And when people catch up, it's going to be crazy. Mark my words, come back to this channel when people catch up. Come back. I remember that Chief said it. Yeah. He's acting up. Remember that Chief said it. Like summer 2023. Mark my words. MLL is going to break records. But yeah, man, thanks for everyone. Thank you so much, Kamo. Thank you so much, Rashid. Thank you to everyone that participated in today's live. Thank you to all 17 of you that peeped in, came and saw my live. Thank you to everyone that participated on IG. On that, to wrap it today's session of the Afrobeats news updates. We might be shifting to Sundays by 8 p.m. because I've checked that Sunday seems like a better time to do these lives, and I'll be having more in-person guests. Come on, I'm gonna hit you up if you're still in London. Come around. Let's do this in person. Rashid, thank you so much for participating. I'll come back with my Seyi Vibez complete review next week, and thanks so much. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.